Hello all. We're in. What are we doing? I don't know what to do. We're in. What are we doing? I don't know what to do.
Now you're
on the
talking.
same page. Okay.
Are we ready to play, everyone? Are our seatbelts on? Do either of you have to use the men's room before we start?
Nah.
No. Okay. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Beetlejuice, you're first. And here is your question. Spell red.
Red. L-S-T-E-R.
All right. Is that your final answer?
My final answer.
All right. I think that's close enough, but all right, okay. The judges are saying that's not exactly right. I'm going to go to Gary. Spell red.
R-E-D.
That is one right.
That is correct.
You got it
Gary
right.
Has one.
You were close.
That one correct.
You got one right. Big deal.
But that's, we're just beginning.
You did it. All right. Beetlejuice, you
Y'all think that was fair?
were close.
I don't think
One
think
letter.
you got that right.
All right. All right, Gary. It's your turn now. Here we go. This could be
I
a
think you
run.
got to go back to Beetlejuice after every right answer that Gary gives.
You do? All right, I'll go to Beetlejuice first. Robin's right, because you got the last one right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Beetlejuice, I'll go to you first. That's only fair. Spell red.
L-A-T-E-R.
All right, that's wrong. Gary, you go. Spell red.
R-E-D.
That's correct. All right. All right, you have two right.
Right.
And Beetlejuice, you have none right. But it's only 2-0. You can
Free my boy
come back.
Beetlejuice.
I could come back with.
Yeah, anytime.
Let's go to our third question. Spell red.
Red.
Yeah.
L-A-E-T-E-R-D.
Close, but not right. Go ahead, Gary.
R-E-D.
That is correct. You have 3 now. All right, he's doing good. All right, Beetlejuice, let's go. All right, let's go again. All right. Then we'll move on to the next question.
Beetlejuice's question.
Here's Beetlejuice's question. Beetlejuice, how many days are in a week?
A week? Okay. In a week, 7 days.
That is
That would
right.
be a
Oh,
correct
shit.
answer.
The score now is 3-1. Where'd you
You
pull
gotta think
that
about
out?
it for a bit.
I got it right wrong, brother.
You're on a roll. Holy cow.
Man, that shocked me.
He's on
Good for you,
fucking roll.
Beetlejuice.
He's
Well,
on
it's a pretty
fire.
close contest.
Hey, somebody put this guy out, bro.
All right. Who's ready? Okay, Gary goes now.
That's Gary's
That's
turn.
right. Okay. Gary, this is your question.
Go ahead.
What color is a fire engine?
Red.
Wow.
That's right. That's right.
Gary would be 4 for 4.
All right, Beetlejuice.
That's not always true. It's not always true, these
Beetlejuice.
days. There's yellow fire trucks. There's fucking, there's probably more colors. There's probably a green fire truck somewhere. Yo, Chad, is there green fire trucks out there?
What state are you in today?
Jersey City. New Jersey.
Is that your final?
Is that your final answer?
My final answer, New Jersey.
New
You're
Jersey.
in New Jersey right now.
Jersey City, yeah.
All right.
All right, that was close, but not right. Gary, go ahead. You're nodding your head.
New York.
Right. He got it right. New York, Beetlejuice. You're in New York.
Well, know it.
All right.
It's okay.
All right. It's only 5-1.
Okay.
Beetlejuice, I know. I can feel it. Your time is coming.
Oh, my time is already coming, baby.
All right, Beetlejuice. Here we go. This is for Beetlejuice.
Gary, you be quiet.
What is the opposite of up?
What is it?
If you're not up,
Where are you?
what are you?
Well, I'm down, baby.
All right.
There it is.
I knew it.
Holy cow.
We got ourselves a contest.
We got a contest, boys.
They're just giving him these at this point. Oh fuck. What did I click? James Brown getting interviewed high as a kite. Okay, we're watching this. I didn't even mean to click it, but we're watching this.
They call him the godfather of soul, Mr. Dynamite, and the hardest working man in showbiz. But very soon, he may be known as the Defendant. Grammy-winning soul singer James Brown is about to embark on a South American tour, but it's this tour that prompted his latest brush with the law. Brown says that he and his wife had an argument because she wasn't going on the tour with him. Adrian Brown and South Carolina police say that in the argument, it resulted, as a matter of fact, in Brown assaulting his wife with a lead pipe and firing a gun at a car that she was in. These are charges that Brown denies. He was released yesterday on $15,000 bond. He joins us from Atlanta to discuss the charges, and we welcome you, James Brown. How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America. Nothing wrong.
I thought he was gonna be
Nothing
howling
wrong at all.
weed.
You're not in any difficulty, but you're out on bond.
No, I'm not.
Have all the
I
charges
thought he was
been
gonna
dropped?
be
Yeah, I'm out on
like
love.
fried.
Well,
What's he on, chat? He's on some sort of fucking
are you out on love
dissociative.
or out of love? Which is it?
Out on love. Alone from night to night, you find me.
Now, James, this isn't the first time you and your wife have had a problem. Are the two of you going to be able to work this out?
Let's talk about some music.
You want to talk about music and you don't want to talk about what happened.
No, it's all over.
Well, let's talk about your tour. When are you leaving?
We're leaving tomorrow.
And where are you going?
Rio de Janeiro
wanna
and
talk
Sao
about
Paulo, Brazil.
Now, your fans will have read all about this, James. Aren't you concerned about that?
No, Dankeschön. I'm concerned because there's nothing wrong.
And what are you going to say to your fans when they ask you some questions about it?
I'm going to say I feel good. Papa's got a brand new bag. It's a man's world.
Well, that's the second time we've heard that in 2 days. That's very interesting. Now, don't leave us, James. You stay right there.
I'm
We
not
have
gonna leave
more
out
that
of
we
this
have to
one.
talk about. Well, tell us a little bit about what you're going to be
Hello,
doing
Ted.
on this tour.
This guy's fucked, bro. He's like on Molly or something. Like, I don't know.
Say,
What are you going to be doing on this tour?
I'm
Who
going
let
to
him
be
do
Papa's
this?
got a brand new bag.
Who let him
living
do
in
this
America.
interview?
Sex machine, get up off of that thing. I feel good. Jam.
Now, I understand that you have already... James, I have to ask you one serious question here. I understand you already have started divorce proceedings. Does that mean that you're now eligible?
Yes, I'm singing. I want to mingle.
You want to mingle.
Yeah.
Now, the women love you when you get out there. Why do you think that is?
What'd you say?
The women love you when you get out there.
Why is that, lady?
Well, I'm asking you.
Huh? Because I
Why do you
look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good. I
Yeah.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
Oh. Well, there we are. We don't have to ask anybody else. We got that from the source. Now, you're involved in publishing a gospel magazine. Tell us a little bit about that.
The Second Coming. It's out of Augusta, Georgia, the anchor. Joseph P. Young is the editor, and James Brown is one of the advisors. And we're doing a fantastic job. The Second Coming. It features, on this week, I think we have the Pope and I believe the Williams brothers. Mm-hmm. And next week we're going to have Reverend Al Sharpton, I think, on the cover. Mm-hmm. And we'll be doing a lot of good things, and hopefully we'll get Brother Ted Turner on the cover. Ted, where you at?
James, we want to thank you for being with us today and giving us an opportunity. Oh, is there something more you want to say that we haven't covered?
Yeah, I want to say a lot of things.
Okay, go ahead.
I love America. I love everybody.
Well,
I feel good.
It sounds to me as though you're not troubled by any of this at all.
This is a man's world.
Thanks for reminding us of that. Every once in a while, we forget. We've remembered again. James, good luck on your tour. Thanks for being with us. I guess we're going to hear lots more.
Hasta luego.
Okay, hasta luego.
We have a future together. We can change the world.
We can seize this chance.
Let's go.
The world is.
Try again, Sugar Plum.
You said what?
Try again, baby.
Who?
Said it's all you getting?
Nah, what you say before that, bro?
I said like the chips is all you getting, baby.
Baby.
No, like I just said, that's all you getting, bro.
What?
Bro, stop playing me, bro. I heard what the fuck you said, bro.
What you mean, bro?
You talking about some motherfucking baby, bro. Stop playing me, bro.
I'm not playing with you, bro.
Stop playing me, bro. For real, man. I'll beat your ass, bro.
This sounds like Drake, like how Drake beats on
No, bro, I didn't even mean it like
that. Man, let me get this on here, man.
He be throwing the babies out
bro.
there.
Come on, man.
I'm not bad, bro. I didn't even mean it like that.
Put 15 on 4, bro. Stop playing me, bro. I don't play them type of games, man.
I got you, bro.
If you like a dude,
part of that LGBT, because
and you unironically throwing out them babies,
but you know it's all cool, bro. You look good,
and shit.
Man. I'll beat your ass, man. Stop playing me, bro.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that, bro.
I ain't paying for nigga.
Come on, hey, don't do that, bro.
You, nigga.
Don't do that, bro. That's how you feel, bro?
I need it.
Hey, you have a blessed day, pumpkin pie.
What you say?
So you have a blessed day, bro.
Hey, no pumpkin shit. You want a pumpkin head, bro?
What you mean, bro?
I heard you. Your ass ain't slick. You talking about a pumpkin pie?
No, bro. I just said pumpkin.
Your ass tweaking.
What you mean, bro?
Pumpkin shit. You want a pumpkin head?
Yeah. What you mean?
It's not that bad, bro.
I'm saying, like, I don't even mean it in no disrespectful way, bro.
That's how you said it. Don't play with me like that.
I just like your dreads. That's all.
Don't like nothing. Don't like nothing.
I got Hey, my boy, can you do this real quick? Hey, your veins are sexy, bro.
What you say?
Hey. I say your veins, bro. I like your veins. Cause like I'm a nurse, and I be giving people shots, so it's like easier to find.
You on some weird, bro?
What you mean, bro?
Oh, you on that weird shit?
How?
Bro, what you talking about my veins?
I just said they're good for doctors, your veins.
No, you said they were sexy.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
What if I did say that?
Bro, what you mean if you said that?
What's wrong with it? Hey, chill, what you doing?
Bro.
Hey, what you doing, bro? Hey, chill, bro, what you doing?
Bro, I'm taking all this.
Hey, nah, hey, bro, chill, bro.
I was show you sexy.
Bro, that was a compliment, bro.
Nah, bro, ain't no
What's he doing? I'ma lock the door, bro. I just locked the door. What the hell is he doing, bro? Hey, chill, bro.
I'ma show you sexy.
Hey, bro. Come on, bro. What the hell is this man?
This is a liable reaction, honestly.
Let's say I'm working on a research paper about the future of renewable energy, and I come across a study with findings.
If you did that, I wouldn't care.
Doing, bro? Yo. What the? Come on, bro. That was not cool. That's all you getting, baby girl?
Yo.
Calling baby girl. My girl right here.
What you mean, bro?
Man, my girl right here.
No. I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to her.
Nah. You ain't talking to me. This a girl right here. I'm a nigga.
No, I was talking to you.
No, I'm a nigga.
I was talking to you.
Are you a baby girl?
No.
You a baby girl?
No, you were.
No, you a baby girl.
No, you are.
No, you a baby girl.
No, you were.
I'm still on stream, bro.
No, you got it fucked up. You a baby girl.
Why you yelling, bro?
Because you nigga, that's a female. I'm a nigga.
Yeah, but like I thought.
Do you know the difference?
I thought it was like vice versa, bro.
No, do you know the difference?
Yeah, I do.
You don't want the hairstyle stuff. The shirt look like a female.
My shirt? What's wrong with my shirt, bro?
Man, the more female shirt than mine.
Shit, you look like a female. My shirt is like a female.
No. See, that means.
What my mom?
I think you and her arguing. I jumped out the car.
Yeah, you act like you gonna do something about it. I'm talking to you. Hey, don't do that.
You heard me.
Don't do that. Don't make me get out this glass for real. This glass for your safety, not my safety.
You heard what I said.
You acting real big.
Come on, man. So ring me out. Come on, man. Look here.
Don't get in our business, bro. At the AV combo, see your way out of it.
He called this nigga baby girl.
Yeah, have a blessed day. Hey, bro, I was gonna ask.
Anybody up in my stream, bro?
Yo, can you open the door so I could get in the bathroom?
The door should be open. Let's just in there. They're both locked. The garage one isn't locked, it just gets jammed. You have to like just push on it.
Yeah, and grind the weed.
Sure. Make sure you have the handle pushed all the way down and then just like push on the door. I don't know. door was not locked.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah.
How many people you got right now?
Nobody.
Fuck yeah.
Come talk on stream. Maybe somebody will join. Can you grab a bong for chance?
It can feel overwhelming keeping your family safe online. Google Family Link helps you create online boundaries for each of your kids, like setting how much screen time is too much screen time, helping make the internet safe for kids and teens.
Real take out, on no action. You want action, you can turn the bastards. Your boys deep, well, let's get to subtracting. Smith and Wesson made my line with some compassion. The beat I was trying to beat a case, but I ain't beat that case, bitch, I did the race. Speeding it up, wide nut, shawty face. Beat on my best, cracking balls like a bass. Got a nigga, then I go out my way. The dance, then I go out the way. Rob a nigga shoes, rob a nigga lace. Give me that shit. It gon' be good news every day. Bitch, I'm drawing noodles, take a break. You're a silk chopper, tear your duties into fish fillet. How come I woke up too moody? Who gon' die today? Shoot a fuck boy in his motherfucking face. We cooking up, boy, you don't wanna go that way. Gotta go that way, you get robbed for your rackets. Rackets, gotta go that way, or you not gonna be happy. Real take out, on no action.
Alive. Look at the slider.
Yes. I'm listening to this while I talk. Not like us, but it's 1969. Yo, chat, you fuck with the song, chat.
Mustard on the beat. Debo any nigga.
Mustard on the beat, ho.
Man down calling ambulance. Breathe, bro. Nail him to the cross. Walking like
Cheers, y'all.
What's up with these niggas? Trying to see Compton. The industry can hate me. Fuck them in they mama. How many options you really got? Too many options. I'm gonna pass on this body. John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible. If God wants you, sometimes you gotta pop out and show them niggas.
Holy smokes.
Certified boogie man. Let's go with him. Walk him down. Hold he got some hold in him. Pull on him bully. Death row. Say Drake, I hear you like them young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love. Just make you hide your little sister. They tell me Chubbs I be the one to get your hand-me-downs. Ooh, ooh. And party at the party, playing with his nose now. I straight and Parker got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy. Certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. Die, fuck 'em up. Wop, 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 wop. Do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired trying to strike a chord?
and it's probably A minor.
They not like us, not like us. They not like us,
Never been like us,
they not like us.
never will be like us.
They not like us.
They not.
Dude, you have Discord, bro.
Yo.
You gotta start hopping on streams.
Yo.
Like, I was talking to Cameron about that. He was gonna hop
I
on
haven't
with
used
me.
Discord like in months, bro.
Yeah, I mean neither. But it'd be crazy for streaming, because then we can like stream with each other.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are like at home and shit too.
Yes.
Yeah, facts. Play games together and shit.
They not like us.
They not like us.
Never been like us.
They not like us.
Never will be like us.
They not like us.
What's up? Dude. I would be saddened by that action. Yo, what? What is this?
Shopify's point-of-sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. Need a fast and secure way to take payment?
Hey, hustle on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, get a free throw, man down, Carla Amber Lambs, tell him free bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas tryna see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all in the mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
That was a part of the video.
This is hard.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Hold on him, extort shit. But
It's Monday. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday, chat.
Fuck Monday. And the whole gang hate Monday.
really the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like. Hey, hustle on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, get a free throw, man down, Carla Amber Lambs, tell him free bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas tryna see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all in the mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
The craziest drugs you've never heard of.
Love games but hate the grind? With Wiimod, you can be invincible, unimaginably wealthy.
The craziest drugs that you have never heard of. At this point in YouTube history, I think everybody has watched at least one video. If you've seen one, you've seen them all, and typically the entries are rather surface level. Fortunately, this video is different. We're going to cover drugs that are so random and so unknown by the general public that even super niche internet communities don't know about. Oh yeah, and this list gets crazier as it goes on.
How would
Let's
Reddit
begin.
not know
Salvinorin
about it?
B
If any
methoxamine
drug
cocaine.
exists, Reddit
If you
knows
thought of
about it.
salvia when you heard Salvinorin in the jumbled mess of scientific smart people
Everybody knows
speak,
of
then
salvia.
you would be correct. But this isn't just regular salvia. This video is about drugs you've never heard of, and this stuff is way crazier than regular salvia. In fact, I think a good name for this would be super salvia. But in case you're unfamiliar with regular salvia, let me recap quickly. You see, with regular salvia, from every trip report that I've seen, using salvia is almost a guaranteed miserable time. And even at that, the bar is so low for salvia that even a good experience is pretty much just not being as traumatized as the majority of people that take it. But Salvinorin B isn't regular salvia. This drug is salvia's crackhead cousin. Honestly, for all intents and purposes, this drug is probably one of the most cursed compounds ever made for a variety of reasons. For starters, the National Library of Medicine states that this chemical is among the most potent and selective kappa opioids known. And in this case, stronger is not always better. To this date, there has only ever been one reliable Salvinorin B trip report. And that's simply because even some of the most seasoned psychonauts don't want to touch it. Likely because it's a cursed compound with a ridiculously long half-life. According to sources, Salvinorin B is 5 times more potent than Salvinorin A and lasts for a duration of 2 to 3 hours, which brings using this drug into the realm of sheer insanity. If you were crazy enough to want to try this drug, you would need to heavily mentally prepare yourself beforehand, because breakthrough drugs like salvia and DMT are known to cause time dilation, which means that your trip could feel longer than it actually is in real life. Time dilation is one of those things that's commonly discussed online, yet nobody really knows how or why it happens. In a post I found on the DMT forum, a user states, "I felt like I lived an entirely different life in the DMT world. It felt like 10 years or so. I even had a family." And if that's not crazy enough, another user commented on this post saying, "This happened to me on salvia, and I had absolutely no awareness of this life. I lived a whole lifetime in another life, and then zap, in my bedroom. It was unsettling to me." And another user discussing his trip wrote, "What feels like an eternity only lasted 15 minutes. Keep in mind, this is just regular salvia, which only lasts 5 to 20 minutes. Considering Salvinorin B is 5 times more potent and lasts about 15 times longer, it's no wonder why so few even dare to try it. So, what happened to the person that did take this compound? Well, for that, we actually need to look at the research paper. Yeah, a research paper. The doctors here had the psychonaut in the study measure his dose in micrograms, which is extremely tiny. An average dose of regular salvia is measured in milligrams, which is obviously much more. The psychonaut in the study, which is basically just a fancy name for someone who likes psychedelics, said the following about his experience with Salvinorin B. "My head was observed to retract, and my face was frozen in a frighteningly blank expression as if I were having a stroke. My hands adopted a strange pose and waved around very slowly, alternately creepily awkward and graceful. I remembered none of this." Then, when talking about actually breaking through on the chemical, which basically means losing track of your current reality and entering hyperspace, they wrote, "I wasn't actually perceiving any objects in my environment. It was my mind that I was perceiving as a manifestation of the movement of a 5-dimensional object through a 4-dimensional membrane." Whatever that means. Considering this was such a minuscule dose, I can't imagine the trip report someone might come back with if they took a full send level dose. Luckily for you guys, there is actually one other trip report on the entire internet, although it isn't reliable as an actual research paper. This trip report is simply titled, "I cannot comprehend what happened," and it's actually written by a career chemist who synthesized the compound himself, and upon taking it was transported into an entirely different life in the 1950s. This is his quote on the experience. "I fell through my floor into an endless array of eerie sounds. I eventually reached the bottom and felt my body hit the ground. A creature walked towards me and grabbed me by the neck and said, 'in a disturbing voice.' Then he threw me up and I landed. I stood up and realized that I was in the 1950s. The trip went from impossible events to me simply existing in a different time. I walked around on this street and found a newspaper on the ground. I could read each and every article, and on the top it read August 6th, 1953. I didn't know that it wasn't real. It was all I knew. I could remember my life, but it wasn't me. It was the life of a person that I was in 1953. I could remember my childhood, school years, first job, everything. As potentially cool as it may seem to almost time travel, this one part of this one story doesn't make this compound seem any less terrifying. 4-CMA. Like many of the obscure chemicals on this list, finding information on 4-CMA is not easy. That's because 4-CMA is a research chemical. If you don't know what research chemicals are, they're basically synthetic chemicals that were Frankensteined in a lab as part of a research project in an attempt to either improve on an existing chemical or to create an entirely new drug. Basically, research chemicals are the result of scientists crafting random random stuff like they're brewing potions in Minecraft. The thing is, most of these chemicals don't make the cut, typically because they either have terrible side effects or they aren't useful medically, or they just lost funding on the research. If the established drugs that most people know about are the tip of the iceberg, then research chemicals pretty much cover the rest of the iceberg all the way to the bottom. 4-CMA is a research chemical that was originally synthesized in the 1960s, as it was supposed to be a stimulant that behaved similarly to an amphetamine. Despite what scientists expected, however, 4-CMA had a much more antidepressant effect than stimulant effect.
Oh shit, not the island, bruh. No! No, my boy. Yo, what the fuck? Let's chink talk. We might need to grind it.
I don't fight for myself, I fight for my team.
Effect in test subjects. But because it was mildly pleasant to use, drug dealers actually pressed this into their own pills to evade authorities. According to sources, 4-CMA was first identified at the Tomorrowland Festival in 2015, where a tablet was found in the possession of a drug dealer. Then it seemed to have disappeared, while a study conducted in 2019 reported detection of 4-CMA in pills once again. Now you might be curious, why is the slightly pleasant antidepressant on this list? Well, it turns out that this drug is highly neurotoxic to its users. In studies done with rats, it was found to permanently reduce serotonin, and in further studies done on it, it was also found that, quote, administration of 4-CMA caused a prolonged reduction in the levels of serotonin in the brain 1 month after injecting a single dose of the drug. In other words, it physically kills your serotonin receptors permanently. Now, to make things worse, there are still vendors that are knowingly selling this toxic chemical with no regard for the general public. This is bad because these drugs can easily end up in a wide variety of recreational pressed pills that are sold on the black market. In regards to this, in the Research Chemicals subreddit, one user wrote, "Nice, a substance that can fry your brain like only a lifetime of MDMA use could in one sitting," which I feel is pretty accurate. And it's even been reported that abusing this chemical could leave you with, quote, an irreversible depression that would be like an MDMA come down every day for the rest of your life. Although it's been speculating that reaching this state would require multiple large doses over a long period of time, if you don't want to take the chance at permanently damaging your serotonin neurons, I would strongly recommend staying away from this drug. I almost want to call 4-CMA super MDMA, but it's really not the case. It's honestly just the worst of both worlds. The upside of MDMA is completely subdued in 4-CMA, and the downside of MDMA is amplified to such an extreme degree there is absolutely no value in the trade-off. Pyros. No, not the TF2 pyro. Pyros is an abbreviated word for the class of drugs known as pyrrolidinophiles, and they're pretty much crack on crack. If you remember the bath salts epidemic from about a decade ago, well, pyros are to blame. They're pretty well known in the fringe drug community as being the most addictive class of chemicals on Earth. And when I say most addictive, I'm talking about 20 times more addictive than crack. These drugs are absolutely insane, and they don't even hold a candle to the mainstream drugs known for their addiction. For example, with commonly known drugs, most people actively decide to stop using it before their supply runs out. This is definitely not the case with this stuff. Barely anyone in recorded history has started using a supply of pyros and just stopped halfway through out of sheer willpower. In most stories on the internet, people who start a stash of pyros only end their days-long bender because they became full-blown psychotic and ended up in a psych ward, or if they're lucky, started seeing shadow people early on and got scared enough to flush the rest of their supply down the toilet. But this stuff is so addictive that I'm convinced somebody has flushed their stash down the toilet and then immediately gone sewer diving afterwards on a quest to find his precious like Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Because of this, even the most seasoned drug users won't take this stuff because the compulsion to take more is practically impossible impossible to overcome. In hindsight, it's no wonder we had a bath salts zombie epidemic. Just to clarify, bath salts are literally just pyros. Imagine you're trying to quit a chemical that's 50 times more addictive than crack, and every time you make a stop at the gas station for your nightly Twinkies, a scraggly old dude in the back who smells like salami is tempting you to buy it for a couple bucks. The thing about the bath salts epidemic was that whenever authorities finally got around to outlawing the latest chemical, the drug lords that sold them would just hire some armchair chemist on the internet to look for slightly different chemicals on the dark web that kinda look the same. Keep in mind, they wouldn't even know what the side effects would be. So basically, they were pretty much just selling random research chemicals to homeless people as test subjects. Because of this, a lot of people got caught up in bath salts addiction around 2012 because they had no idea how addictive they would be. But that's not even it. The most diabolical aspect of pyros is that they make you extremely horny. I'm not joking. Like a 64-hour edge session with no break or sleep until you literally pass out from exhaustion or get submitted to urgent care. They say that can turn you into a gooning degenerate, but this stuff is like meth times 5. To make matters even worse, somewhere along the way, armchair chemists on the internet somehow figured to conveniently turn this compound into vape juice, which pretty much makes this invention the world's worst jewel. So the next time your mom gets mad at you for your vaping addiction, feel free to remind her that there's some 45-year-old dude with scraggly hair in his basement vaping super crack and jorking it for 10 days straight. The amount of gooning behavior pyros cause would literally make your average Discord moderator look like a Buddhist monk. Long story short, outside of their extremely addictive qualities, these drugs are well known for turning you into a D1 gooner. Like, legitimately, the Michael Jordan of gooning. From what I've read, this drug easily makes you the biggest degenerate in the world. Trust me when I say, pyros are one diabolical class of drugs. 5-MeO-DMT. 5-MeO-DMT is basically DMT's mysterious. If you think the sorcerers we talked about in the medieval video were mysterious, you'll be even more intrigued by this chemical compound. This chemical is sometimes nicknamed the God molecule, and surprisingly, unlike other chemicals on this list, this substance is actually naturally occurring. But this isn't found in a mushroom or tree bark like normal drugs. 5-MeO-DMT is naturally occurring in toad venom, of all things. I mean, talk about hardcore. Unlike the more forgiving and consistently spiritual trip brought on by regular DMT, whether or not 5-MeO-DMT is going to be a glowing spiritual experience or an existential crisis was basically a coin flip. And that's a problem, because if you choose to inhale this stuff, it is reported that this trip could last up to 2 hours, which is 8 times longer than regular DMT's duration of roughly 15 minutes. And unlike most psychedelics, in which people usually report pleasant experiences when they use the drug with reverence and respect, 5-MeO-DMT doesn't care how nicely you treat it. And that sucks, because if you have a bad time, you could have a very bad time for up to 2 hours. Additionally, in my armchair psychologist opinion, I'd wager that a bad trip on 5-MeO-DMT is at least 10 times worse than a bad trip on regular DMT. To prove this point, I'm calling upon a popular website known to host trip reports. On this website, there's a category for bad trips. For context, with regular DMT, some titles of bad trip reports include First Breakthrough, Ego Loss and Bad Trip, Accelerating the Evil and Ego Death.
Supercharge your business with the all-new Shopify Point of Sale, the all-in-one POS solution built on the world's most powerful commerce platform. Whether you have one location or 1,000, Shopify Point of Sale can help you elevate your e-commerce strategy, streamline operations, and increase sales. So get your business ready for the future of retail today and switch to Shopify Point of Sale. Sign up for a free trial today.
How are you gonna switch?
What's up?
How are you gonna switch?
Switch
Prime
what?
Big Deal Days is coming October 8th and 9th.
Forget
Exclusive
everything.
savings just for Prime members.
A cautionary tale, unprepared liftoff into the worst case scenario, and too much for a first time. Which, to be honest, pretty much sounds like they either took too much or experienced ego death, which is kind of a normie experience with psychedelics. Now, on the other hand, here are the titles for bad trip reports on 5-MeO-DMT. Existential horror, pure horror, facing psychedelic terror, unimaginable depths of terror, and I ended up praying to Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's not a super fun way to spend your Sunday afternoon. Honestly, as a word of caution, if you're prone to existential anxiety, I would shy away from reading any bad trip reports altogether. Now, it seems like a common theme in these reports that people actually think that they're about to die or actually dying while on the drug. Now, I don't know about you, but taking a drug that makes me believe I'm actually dead, and now my only friends are Casper the Ghost, the Grim Reaper, and Harambe, totally totally sounds like a blast. Not. One reason for these reoccurring death themes and trips might be that 5-MeO-DMT is one of the only psychedelics that has the actual capability to kill you. You see, usually psychedelics can't kill you unless you do something really dumb under the influence. 5-MeO-DMT is different though, because unlike most psychedelics, this drug has caused death in at least 2 cases, with the 3 major causes being, quote, suffocation after vomiting, lung shutting down, and cardiac arrest. One interesting trip report I found about 5-MeO-DMT wrote, "I cannot emphasize enough how insanely weird, alien, and utterly cosmic this felt. Like I'd broken some type of rule and I'd entered an entirely different universe of some type." If you ask me, 5-MeO-DMT is nothing to mess with, at all. Before we get into the last entry on this list, I want to make 2 quick notes. One, this video was actually a top 10, not top 5, but because of time reasons, we cut it in half. With that being said, the second part to this video is even crazier than this first part you're currently watching. Due to the nature of this video, it's rather risky for me to post videos like this, so unless you guys really want part 2, I likely won't post it. If you enjoyed this video and want to see the next even more crazy compounds, please tell me you want it in the comments, and maybe if this video gets 20,000 likes, we'll do it. So with that being said, let's get to the last entry on this list, technically the first half, Duster. I know what you might be thinking, what on earth do you mean by Duster? The nickname your elementary school bully gave you in 4th grade? A brush for dusting furniture? An American indie rock band from San Jose, California that was formed in 1996? Okay, nobody was thinking that one. No, I mean Air Duster. Air Duster is the one drug that I can't state this clearly enough, you never want to use. And the reason is way more insidious than you may think. Duster kills your brain cells. By the way, Air Duster is not just compressed air in a can. The reason Air Duster is actually considered a drug is because it's mostly a refrigerant, not air. And because this gas is heavier than air, when most people are using it, their voice becomes very deep
And my voice gets really low
and sounds like a monster. Basically, when you inhale, the chemical replaces all of the oxygen in your lungs and removes carbon dioxide in the same way that regular air does. All the while, your body is getting tricked into thinking that it's inhaling oxygen because there's no carbon dioxide building up. This causes the user to get hypoxic, which is basically another word for painless brain suffocation. Essentially, Duster makes you suffocate without your brain sending you into fight or flight mode, which often causes euphoria as a byproduct. This might sound cool or fun until you realize that every time you get high, you're giving yourself insane amounts of brain damage. This is because your brain can only bear around 2 to 5 minutes of hypoxia before your brain cells die permanently. To make things even worse, usually Duster abusers will use this stuff for hours on end, or until they pass out. So instead of just minutes of killing their brain cells, they're doing it for hours a day. According to numerous anecdotal sources I've seen across online, this is one of the hardest drugs in the world to quit. I know this sounds ridiculous, but this is a reoccurring theme on this list. For example, in a post titled "My Story of Air Duster Addiction," one user on Reddit wrote about how addictive this stuff can really be. In this post, he writes about the first time he tried it. Quote, "One blast and I was done for. I felt like I needed to feel this way for the rest of my life. I cannot describe the euphoria." Then, according to his story, he went to rehab. But immediately after he got out, he relapsed, writing, "I got a job that I lost, but I received a paycheck for around $200 and literally went on a ridiculous binge on Duster in my car in the Walmart parking lot. I easily huffed over 50 cans in a 48-hour period. I seriously couldn't stop." He ends the story with saying, quote, "This stuff will make a mess of you and will take you down faster than any hard drugs out there. This is not some kiddie drug. Like I've said, I've tried everything, and nothing is compared to the insane rush of euphoria you get from Duster. If you use Duster, even short lengths of abuse can cause permanent brain damage, serious memory problems, seizures, loss of IQ, a loss of one's ability to focus, confusion, a permanent loss of coordination, permanent slurred speech, and death." With that being said, the biggest reason to not use Duster is the fact that Walmart, of all things, would become your new drug dealer, which might be one of the lamest ways to die of all time. On a big forum called "Do You Know Anyone Who Permanently Fried Their Brain from Drugs?" To nobody's surprise, Duster and inhalants in general was the most commonly mentioned drug in the replies. And that's because most drugs don't kill your brain matter. Many of them will change your brain's chemistry, but in most cases, your brain can make a full recovery over a long enough period of time. But this is not the case with Duster. In response to this question, one person in this thread wrote, "I worked at a movie theater, had a coworker who was above average intelligence. He got into inhaling air cans. After 3 months, he was pretty much the dumbest person I ever knew. He didn't make much sense and he thought everything was so funny." Another user wrote about their duster experience, and I think it's safe to say that this stuff is definitely no joke. According to the poster, they, quote, probably inhaled dust off 3 to 10 times a day for 2 years. Then they talk about when they finally quit. Quote, by the time I stopped, I could not understand language much. I couldn't understand the concept of family or why anything worked how it was supposed to work. Sometimes I read and words suddenly looked like foreign shapes to me, and I can't decode them in my head. I'm lucky I'm not like that to this day. Yeah, definitely don't take this drug if you value your life. All in all, I'd wager even the most hardcore drug nerds out there haven't heard of at least one of the chemicals I mentioned on this list. But if not, don't worry, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. Because like I mentioned earlier, there is another list ready to go if you guys want. To summarize, some key takeaways are, don't use 5-MeO-DMT unless you want to buy a 2-hour timeshare in the shadow realm. If the weird guy from high school who took way too much interest in organic chemistry tells you he has some super salvia, don't take it. If a smelly looking guy with a blank stare starts eyeballing the air duster in your shopping cart at Walmart, don't give it to him. Don't ever take black market MDMA at a rave because it might cause an endless depression. And don't listen to anyone that says using bath salts is a good idea. And please, for the love of God, don't hit someone else's bath salts vape, especially if it feels sticky. Source? Trust me, bro. If you want to procrastinate even longer or stay up even later, check out this video about 7 weird ways you would have died in the Dark Ages.
Don't be doing duster, yo. Duster kills people. It's bad for you. You do duster, you're gonna have to keep eating them apples. Some doctor, stay away, bro.
In a Hyrule, torn asunder, Zelda wields the Trirod to create echoes and relies on her sage wisdom to overcome obstacles. Traverse vast...
You see my AirPods? Have not. Peace out, bro.
See you tomorrow. Or today.
See you later today. Yeah. I'll let you know if I see them.
regions. Challenge unknown evil.
Creepy accounts pretending to be kids. I came across a reel randomly, and it's led me down this weird rabbit hole of people using AI or dressing up pretending to go to school. They all seem to have high heels, check images in them. Is this an age play thing or something more sinister? Literally anything helps as I keep trying to look for answers. This post was made to the subreddit r/Instagram by the user numerouscut792 on April 15, 2024. It featured screenshots of 3 bizarre-looking Instagram pages they had encountered earlier that day, with OP expressing concern that something truly disturbing was happening with these users. and those in the thread agreed. What the actual fuck? Found all of them and blocked them all. Truth Sticks 11 is seriously creepy to me. I've been trying to find more about them, but can hardly find anything. Very weird account to say the least. The 3 accounts apparently belong to 3 different children. However, when combing through their posts, the content seems to imply something much more bizarre was afoot. Something truly disturbing. This post would be the start of a story that would eventually be picked up and shared all across the online world, becoming one of the more notorious internet mysteries in recent memory, as these accounts revealed an unending rabbit hole that is still being traversed to this very day, in an ongoing investigation into one of the most depraved oddities ever found on Instagram. This is the emerging story of Smart Schoolboy 9.
1, 2, 3. Oh shit.
4. I hope you like maybe plateau. School is good. Really good.
We'll return after these messages.
Before we get too far down this rabbit hole, I want to first thank today's sponsor, AG1. AG1 is a daily foundational nutrition supplement that supports whole body health, packing in 7 been thinking about your daily, and I'm hitting them 2 open, 1 scoop in your later, like help me lock in right. I pack this much, click the link as well as Beautiful boy, an account looked after by me, a degree-educated mother choosing to stay anonymous. This was the bio of the first account pictured in the Reddit post, an account named Truth Sticks 11, which was said to be operated by a 12-year-old boy and his mother. Back in October of 2021, the duo would make their very first post, kicking things off on a somewhat concerning note, though not for their own page, but instead another account on the platform.
So, that's the account run by a man pretending to be a boy.
The video was created and posted by the mother for the sole purpose of warning others of a specific user who had been posing as a child online when in actuality he was a grown man who did this in order to get close to and exploit other children across the platform. It's the grim reality of this online world, as predators will do just about anything to get closer to children, and it's a reality often unrealized or even ignored by parents, which makes it almost refreshing that this mother was out here trying to raise awareness. These posts would become the crux of the account early on. They would call out this user and their many accounts again and again, eventually going more in depth about what this person would actually do, claiming that they had a strange perversion to dressing up as a young schoolboy. Does he wish he were a young boy in a school classroom, looking nice and being successful at school? Yes. This theme of calling out online predators would remain consistent throughout the years on Truth Sticks 11. However, after some time, the mother behind the account began to use the page for its initially intended purpose, to share photos of her son. The photos began reasonably normal, and would show this young boy studying at school, accepting awards from their principal, and even school presentations in which their son had attended, with the captions often boasting about how intelligent the young boy was. Though over time, the photos began to grow stranger. They looked off, almost as if they were AI generated, and on top of this, they began to appear heavily edited in an almost inexplicable manner, with deep red lipstick often being added, which was enunciated by his face being turned pure white. This unsettling trend would continue from here, as with each passing post, the photos grew less authentic and more surreal. Until they became straight up disturbed, even sickening. These bizarre edits spilled over past just the images too, as the posts began to appear as disjointed collages, often showcasing multiple grotesque images and paragraphs about how much this user loved school. And this wasn't the only shift either. At some point, the son behind the account began posting content that allegedly came directly from him, saying things like, "My really cool mom asked me if I'd like to post, and I said, yes please." He even shared supposed videos that he had filmed of himself, which were equally as unconvincing as his photos, and somehow even more chilling. The boy even shows off his singing in one of the clips. their voice sounds off.
I knew I was underwater.
Bro, I do not care.
I just didn't realize I was this underwater.
The account was overall anomalous and extremely off-putting. And though this content was visually alarming, another aspect made it even more so concerning, as over time, many of the images began to resemble CP, showcasing these fake AI children in explicit positions, with their faces sometimes even being photoshopped onto scantily dressed adult bodies. One thing is blatantly obvious about the Truth Sticks account: the supposed child behind it is not real. Even in the more passable photos at the very beginning, there's evidence to suggest that these were likely AI as well. And based on the disturbed, borderline illegal content that this page featured, it seemed more than likely that whoever was behind this page was not an innocent mother concerned for the welfare of other children, but instead, a predatory individual themselves. And this wasn't their only account. The second page featured on the Reddit post belonged to a user named GirlChloe12 and bore striking similarities to Truth Sticks. The page was also supposedly run by a child and monitored by their parent. Bizarrely, they also posted frequently about the dangers of online predators, with the wording of these posts and the editing being essentially the exact same as Truth Sticks, just not as over the top. These two accounts even frequently interacted with each other, thus providing a substantial link on its own, but by far the most compelling link between these pages is one that is easy to miss at a glance, with that being a blatant obsession with high-heeled mini boots. These shoes were mentioned or shown in virtually every single post made by these two users. At playtime, I'm sometimes running around with my really cool heeled footwear I wear with my uniform. After coming home from school, education isn't over for the day once the blue blazer, gray jersey, neat tie, white shirt, tailored close-fit gray trousers, and black heeled mini boots are in the wardrobe. No matter what they discussed, school uniforms and mini boots were always a talking point, which adds confirmation to something that is already becoming apparent.
Mini boots to school.
This is fetish content, not too unlike the bizarre accounts in the Pipergate rabbit hole. Fetish content centered around children. And what makes the Chloe account so disturbing is that AI was seemingly not used, and rather the images seem to be of actual children. Despite this disturbing distinction, these two accounts are cut from the same cloth, and all signs point to them being created by the same person. A person who, despite their constant warnings of the dangers of adults pretending to be children online, seems to be doing the exact same thing, as part of some sort of fetish, the extent of which we'll discuss later. But for now, one thing was for certain: these pages were not run by children, or their parents. So, who created them? Well, that brings us to our third and final account shown in that initial post. Smart Schoolboy 9 was much the same as the other two accounts. They warned of online predators, obsessed over high-heeled mini boots and school uniforms, and posed as a child despite...
Peace out, yo. Good stream.